In this video, we will learn how to set up a lead record in Salesforce, how to manage the lead record in Salesforce, and also how to convert the lead record into an opportunity in Salesforce. Leads in Salesforce represents your potential deals. For example, for real estate, that will be your potential tenants. These are the new potential tenants that you may have met at a conference, or you had agents identified leads. So to set up a brand new lead, you would click on Leads option, and within the Leads option you have an option called New. Before setting up a lead, it's a good practice always to check that you don't have this lead already on the system. So you can select all open leads and go. So it will list all leads that you have access to in the system. And from here you can check that this lead is not already on the system. To select a brand new option for the lead, you select New Lead. So we are creating a brand new lead record. So this will be our lead. Let's say this is marketing director that has contacted us, and it's Mr. John. You would need to then select the lead type. If it's agent-led identified, you will have the details of that lead and you will be able to update fully. If it's agent-led unidentified, then you will not know the full name of the lead, and then you may have to type in your username or your initial with the date, and then come back to that lead at a later stage and update all full information that you have received from your agent. Or it could be a direct lead where the potential lead has contacted you directly. In this example, we'll use agent-led identified. Lead status is very important field, as within the lead status we will be able to see options at what stages are our leads at the moment. So for example, we would be able to see if the lead has become shortlisted, or if it has terms issued, or if it's duplicated and closed. There is another option as well there that you can select. To begin with, lead would always be a prospect. As a default, system will always show you viewing, but then you can select prospect if you need. In this case, we'll select prospect. Lead agent name. So this is the agent that is representing this lead. So you will also have lead agent company further down, and this information will also be displayed on the leasing report. So for the lead agent name, we'll just use one company, for example, JDA Leasing. Because it's an agent contact, we'll keep it as agent contact. It's agent-led identified. You have an option to select direct contact if it's a direct contact. Who is the leads company? So this will be the company that these leads belong to. So let's say we will select option JD Sports, and then the address of the lead. So this will be the contact address of that lead, the most often used address that you're using for the lead. Parent company, if there is a parent company. In this case, we won't fill in the parent company for the lead. And then lead agent company. So we will have, for example, JM Associates. Then the contact phone number for the lead will need to be filled in. As much information as you have for this actual lead. And then we will come to the requirement section. So this is the section where you would record the actual lead requirements. So your prospect, your potential tenant is looking for a space, and you can here record this information. If you do not have this information, you can come back and record it later. So in this case, we'll record information as being a retail space. It's a retail industry, and maximum it's 80 pounds per square feet. Area of measurement is square feet. You can change to square meters if you have different tenants. Minimum area and maximum area required by the lead. We will type in 2000 square feet and say 2500 square feet. They're looking for the space in UK within London City region, and the lease term they're looking for 5 years. Now there are other terms available here for selection, and if for example they are looking for 3.5 years, you would select option other, and then you would type in here 3.5 years as a text. Possible closing date. Now this field is required by Salesforce, and this will actually be when is the expected date for you to close the deal on this lead. It can be updated later, so you can have a default value as being end of the quarter, for example. If the lead has existing lease in one of the properties, you can type in the current lease information. So they will have existing lease with expiry date sometime in the future, break date also, the first available break date for that lease, and then what is the current area that they are occupying, and what is the address of that building where they are occupying this lease. So in this case we won't populate this information, it's a brand new lead, so we'll click on save. This lead record is now available and it has been saved, and we can see all the information that was populated earlier. Once the lead record is set up, we have now option to set up viewing for the lead. So this is the potential tenant that has come in and has viewed some of our properties. So we will first select the property, and then within that property we will select the floor that they were looking at. So let's say part ground floor, and the date when the actual viewing took place. So we'll select as yesterday. In the comments box, we can record any comments regarding the viewing, how the viewing went, if there are any special requirements that were not captured anywhere else in the system. We can also update here within the comment box. And click on save. This lead is now saved, and because it has a viewing, the system has automatically updated lead status to viewing. It used to be a prospect and now it's viewing. And if we go further down, we should be able to see our viewing record, which is this one here, with status viewing, default status as viewing. Against the lead, we can record a new comment by selecting new comment box. Once the lead has been set up, you can also select a task against the lead. So you can allocate tasks either to yourself or to one of the other Salesforce users. So task can be a different subject. So for example, it could be a call, it could be an email, it could be a letter. So let's say we are scheduling a call and it's going to be happening on the 1st of November, and we need to contact the lead to discuss viewing in October. It is a call, so we can select type as being call, and then the status will be either in progress or not started or completed. So for us, it will be, in this example, not started yet. You can also schedule notification emails, so you will be notified by the system automatically in time before this task takes place. You can also set up a recurring series of tasks if this is a recurring task by clicking on this option. We will then click on Save, and this task is now saved. It's saved. So if we go further down within the lead, we should be able to see the task that was scheduled for the call on 1st of November. So this completes the information on how to set up a lead. You can also edit your leads by selecting option Edit. So if you have set up your lead and then suddenly you have some more information or information has changed in the meantime, you can click on Edit. It will take you back to the original screen, and here you can update any of the fields as required. Note that there are required fields like last name, lead company, lead type, and lead status that do require a value in those fields, or you won't be able to save the record. So in this case, I will just update the telephone number and click on Save, and this update is now saved. The lead status, now when it comes to the point when you have negotiated your potential deal with your lead and you have come to the point when your terms have been issued, you will come into this option here, lead status, and you would select the option called terms issued. What terms issued would allow you to do is to convert your lead to an opportunity. So now we can save. So this option now, lead status, is terms issued, and it will allow you to convert into opportunity because you can do that now. Now, before you do that, you also have to make sure that at least one of your viewing records, in this case I have one, so I will use that one. Click on the viewing name and then go back into the status for the viewing and update to also be terms issued and save. Now we should be able to see the status on the lead is terms issued, and on the viewing is also terms issued. So this will, we are currently in viewing, so we're going to go back to the lead. So status is terms issued and viewings is also terms issued. So now we can go into converting our lead into an opportunity. Opportunity records here, we can click on convert. It will take you into a page where the page will actually display the account details of your lead. So the lead company that we have set up is JB Sports, and what the system will do first, it will do automatic search to check is this account already existing in the system to ensure that there are no duplications. So it searches by that name and it displays the details of the accounts that have that name available. So for example, we have 3 accounts here that are already set up called JB Sports, JB & Co, and slightly different information because it has limited in as well. Now we will select, if it is one of these options, then you can just click on that option there and it will use that account for the actual setup of an opportunity. But if you believe that none of these options matches, you can still do your own manual search by searching, for example, for JB and then clicking on search. And system will then display options available with JB in its name. If you don't want to use any of these, and the system has done automatic search and you cannot match any of your accounts to JB Sports, you can create a brand new name called just JB Sports, exactly as it is displayed here. It will also ask you if there is any follow-up task that needs to be completed once you convert your lead to opportunity. So you could set up a follow-up task, let's say for 1st of November, to contact, for example, tenants, and with some additional description here. If you don't have follow-up task, you can leave that option empty. New opportunity displays the details of how the new opportunity will be called. The system automatically defaults to the name of the account, the date when it was converted, and the person who actually converted it. And then the close date of that opportunity. When do you expect to close the deal? I will leave as 31st of December. This date you can change at the later stage. And then the stage, now it defaults to proposal sent, but you can change to make it any other statuses. So the first status is usually proposal sent. Then it may go into negotiation, get under offer. It will also have, once you have signed your lease, everything has been agreed, you will have one of these two options available, either lease signed or lease signed with condition. There is also a last option called closed lost for any lost deals. So we will leave at proposal sent and click on convert. You will see the message saying that this lead was successfully converted, the new account name, and any tasks that you need to see. Click on the opportunity name, and you can see your brand new opportunity now set up on the system with all the information that you have provided. So within the opportunity now, once you have converted from leads, you can create your new proposal. So these will be your proposal to the actual tenant. So let's say the proposal was dated yesterday. It was relating to the unit, we can check, let's say unit 2, second floor. It was £80 per square feet. It was 5-year lease. We offered them 3 months rent-free period. There was £5,000 contribution, capital contribution amount offered. We don't know the tenant break and landlord break date yet. In this proposal, you can put some additional information here as well, any additional comments relating to the proposal, and then save. This proposal is now saved. We can go back to the opportunity by clicking on opportunity name. And it is now available within the opportunity record. So we have a brand new proposal available here. Proposal is from the landlord. If you receive a counter proposal from the tenant, you can follow the same instruction and just select tenant in this field here. This completes the video on how to create and manage leads and how to convert them into opportunities.